Anyways, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Tanya S. McClurkin. I am a certified life coach and gift strategist, and I primarily focus on helping stay-at-home moms to discover their purpose and gifts and build the confidence to serve where they have been gifted to lead. And you have been gifted to lead. This is something that I feel like we have to spend a little bit of time on because there's a lot of people who still trying to embrace that belief. And so let's talk about it on tonight. You know, I'm always here and available for all of you who have questions around what is my purpose, what is my gifts, what are my gifts, excuse me, and how can I show up? How can I serve? What can I do with what I have? You know, what do I have? You know, what do I have to give? And so I want to be a resource to all of you who are looking to maybe start your own YouTube journey, start your own channel, or maybe not even just here, but anywhere that you want to show up. Okay, this is transferable information, so you can take it with you, because these platforms are simply a vehicle that we leverage to reach more people and get our message out. So if you are someone who may not be clear about what your message is, let's just start there, right, with where you currently stand. Where do you currently stand? Because one of the things I see a lot of people doing, and it's not a wrong thing, but I just believe that there's a better way, is we start these pages, we start these channels, and you know, we post, we're showing up, we post, but we're not really clear on why I'm doing it, who it's supposed to be reaching, what should be happening. We don't really have a metric or a goal that we're focused on, so we don't understand milestones, or if we're hitting anything, or if we're even being effective. Okay, and so for those of you who are looking to start showing up, to start building a channel or building an audience, I want to just help you with some ideas to brainstorm on how you can show up, right? What you can do, so you don't have to spend a whole lot of time doubling back. You know, I won't say wasting time, because I feel like it's all a part of your journey. Even if you did start and with lack of clarity, it's still part of the journey. But I just believe that there's a better way, and I want to help you to show up in that better way, because you do have a gift, you do have skills, you do have a lot of deep interests, and we can use all of that, right? We can use all of that, even though my goal is to help you to discover those gifts, gain clarity, further clarity of those gifts, and then activate those gifts, use those gifts for a greater purpose. I understand that not everybody identifies immediately with what they can do, or what they know how to do or love to do as gifts. So we're not even going to get caught up in words, right? We can get there. I can definitely help you to get there. However, whether you have a gift that you identify with, a skill, or a high interest, we want to make sure that when you do show up, that whatever you're going to be talking about or sharing, that it falls into one of those three categories. Okay, gifts, skills, high interest. Okay, one of the things that you want to avoid doing is just picking random things to speak about. I mean, of course, if you're starting a page just for the fun of it, to just share your personal life, and the aim or the goal is not to be impactful in any way, then this message would not be for you. But for all the ones who are focused on showing up in a way that they can be impactful, and you're focused on a call on your life, you feel a tug or a pull on your life, right? And you're no longer wanting to be dismissive to that, or you're ready to step fully into that, this is messages for you, right? This message is for you. Now, I will say to the people who may stop by who may not be ready, right? I used to be that person too. I wasn't always in a place where I was just ready to walk into my purpose or ready to step into the calling. No, my journey led me down that path, and it's just a part of my plan. I mean, it's just a part of God's plans for me. However, I did not start there. So it's really okay if you don't, you're not even starting there. However, just keep on living, right? The purpose and plans that God has for you, it's eventually going to start tugging on your heartstrings, right? It's eventually going to get to a place where you want more, because you know that you've been given more, you know that you have more to pour out. So if you haven't gotten there yet, don't worry. You will eventually. You will eventually. However, for the ones who are ready to step into their calling, who are ready to explore their gifts, who are ready to discover more of what they have, more of what they love to do, and you are ready to maybe help change some people's lives, right? This message would be for you, okay? I don't want you to just get out here and just start a YouTube channel, give it a name, and just start dropping videos, okay? That's not my goal for you. My goal for you would be to choose. Let's get it. I like to write, so don't worry about me. It's to choose a gift, to choose a skill, or to choose a high interest. Start writing those down. What would that be, and where would those things that you love to do just find yourself doing all the time for others, for yourself? What would be those things, right? I like to call them INGs. These are words that end in ING. These are action words, right? This would be the actionable part of the gift, right? These are things that have to happen in order for me to give or gift someone something. Because in order to gift, I must give. In order to give, I must do something or take an action that makes a difference in somebody's life, right? So these INGs can be anything: biking, fitness training, counseling, mothering, singing, dancing, cooking, cleaning, whatever. It doesn't even matter, right? All of the actions, excuse me, it's a little cold down here, right? All of the actions that you're currently taking in your day-to-day life. And one easy way, one simple way that you can do this is, because there's a lot of actions that we are taking, is to identify what are the roles that I currently take. What are those roles that you're currently taking? Or what are those roles that you're currently playing in your life? Okay. If the role is mother, write it down. If the role is counselor, write it down. If the role is dance teacher, write it down. All the roles that you currently play in life. Okay. And it doesn't matter how many. We just want to start to get this down so we can start to take a look at it. Okay. We're looking to evaluate the situation. And then under each of those roles, okay, under each of those roles, I want you to then start to write down those INGs, those actions that you're taking within each of those roles. It doesn't matter if you leave something off. Usually, let me take these off. I forgot I even had these on. It doesn't matter how many actions you may like leave out or forget, because oftentimes when you first sit down and think about a thing, it may not all come to you at once, and that's completely okay and normal, right? So we just want to start with what we know. As more comes and more will come, then you can add it to your list. Okay, so make sure you keep this handy dandy list readily available, because as you begin to explore things, information can come at random times. Okay, random times. You might not even be near this pen and paper when it comes to you. So I advise you to like put it in your phone or write it down wherever you are with whatever you have. Okay, so now that we have those roles that we currently play, excuse me, y'all, hold on one second. And then we have the actions that we take within each of those roles. Then what we want to start to do is put them into 3 buckets, okay? Here are the 3 buckets that I am going to give you to kind of sort things down a little bit, because sometimes those lists can get lengthy, right? But I have a sorting system. It's going to be 3 buckets. And the first bucket is going to be ability. The second bucket is going to be skilled ability. And then the third bucket is going to be gifted ability. Okay? Let me give those to you one more time. The first bucket is going to be ability. These are the things that you do because you can, you know how, or it needs done. Okay? You can do it, you know how to do it, it needs done, so you got to do it. Right? Put it in there. Because we take a lot of actions throughout the day, but not all of the actions are going to be gifts. We're not going to identify with every action that we take as a gift, right? Completely normal. We're not gifted everywhere. And so the things that we got to do because we know how or it needs done. So we got to do it. We want to put those in ability. Okay, put those in ability. That's going to help you narrow it down a little bit more. Then we want to take a look at skilled ability. These are going to be the things that you want to do or sometimes don't want to do, but you're willing to do to develop a particular skill or get better at something because it helps you to either show up better in some way, it helps you to do something better in some way. Hey, thank you so much for joining. I can't see names, but it's late. Thank you for coming. We're talking about identifying how you can show up to serve. However, let's get back to it. Skilled ability is going to be those things that you are willing to develop yourself in because it helps you to show up better in some way, do something better. It may make you faster at something, more efficient at something, right? It may help you to better serve your gifts or be more impactful with your gifts. Okay, so it becomes something that you may not want to do but willing to do because it helps you to show up better in some way. Okay, there goes the names down at the bottom. Okay, hey, King Retro. This is my first YouTube live, so bear with me. I'm just learning all the little different tools and things. Tonight we're just talking about ways that you can show up and serve, okay? So identify the roles that you currently play in life. I don't care if it's teacher, father, I don't care if it's counselor, I don't care if it's dance instructor, it doesn't matter. Identify the roles that you currently play in life. And then under each of those roles, right, this is a simple way to identify your gifts, skills, or high interests, right? So we write down the roles that we currently play, and then we're going to write down all of the actions that we take within each role. With a teacher, it may be mediating, it may be counseling, it may be visualizing, nurturing. It doesn't matter. What are the actions that you currently play? You can write down friend, you can write down manager. It doesn't matter, okay? After we have those actions that we currently play in all of the roles of our life, I'm going to give you 3 buckets. 3 buckets to sort them in because we take a ton of actions in our day, but not all of those actions, we're not going to identify with them all as gifts, right? That's normal. So here are the 3 buckets: ability, skilled ability, and gifted ability. So those actions are going to fall into one of these 3 buckets. Ability is going to be the things that I do because I can, I know how, or it simply needs done, so I got to do it, right? Because I can, know how, or I got to do it, right? For me, that would probably be like something like cleaning. I'm a mom of 6. That will fall into ability. I know how to clean, right? I know how. I do it because I can. I do it because it needs done, so I get it done. That will fall into ability for me, right? So a skilled ability is going to be something that you do to develop yourself in something so that you can do something better or show up better in some way, right? It makes you better. It may be something that you want to do. It may be something you don't want to do, but it's something you're willing to do because it helps you to show up better in some way, okay? So these are the things that you are, I don't care if it's taking a class, if you're a speaker, excuse me, it's cold in my basement, my nose is running, one moment. I don't care if you're a public speaker. I may need to develop myself in like storytelling, right? So that I can become a better speaker, all right? I may not want to take story lesson classes. I may not want to, but I'm willing to be a better speaker, right? Something like that. So that's where that will fall, skilled ability. And then gifted ability are going to be the things that you do that are going to cause impact, that you're excited to do to shift some things or make a change in somebody's life or be helpful in some type of way. You're excited to do it and you can't wait to do it again because you've seen a positive result. So you want to continue this action because of the way it makes you feel, because of the results that you've gained through taking these actions. Right, because there's going to be a different energy that comes with gifted ability. There's going to be a different momentum that comes with gifted ability, right? So you want to take a look at those things. These are going to be 3 simple ways to kind of filter out what are my gifts, right? What are all the things that I do in a day? Where do they fall? Are these abilities, skilled abilities, or gifted abilities? So I just started this YouTube channel and I am on other platforms, been on other platforms for years, but I say, you know what, this year I'm stepping out. I'm not going to hold back. I have been running from YouTube for a long time. She said, you get it, good, don't mind me. Oh, no, thank you for being here. I've been running from YouTube for a long time, but I say, you know what, forget it. We're going to do it, and I am not going to hold back any longer. So I'm just enjoying the journey myself. And I say, you know what, I was going to wait until the morning. I said, no, girl, don't put it off. Just go live. I don't keep talking to you. So we're gonna be all right. It's a replay, okay? There's a replay, and so I said, well, let's just push the button and see what we can make it do. But nevertheless, you don't have to just show up somewhere because there's a button that I can create or start a page or what. No, so you don't have to do it because you're able to. We can prepare, right? If our goal is to be impactful, to make a difference, to spread a certain message, we can do it in a way that puts us in position to be effective, right? And not just seen. I don't want to just be here to be seen because I got a live button. No, the goal is to be effective. And so I have to prepare, right? If I don't prepare, then I'm just hoping that I say the right thing. I'm just hoping that, you know, it has a positive output, right? Or a positive impact. No, I prepare. I sit, I think, I write it out. I understand what people are going through. My particular audience that I speak to primarily is stay-at-home moms who are seeking to discover their purpose and gifts and build confidence to serve where they've been gifted to lead, right? And so therefore, I speak to them. I research things on them. I understand what a lot of them are going through because I'm also a stay-at-home mom. And so, no, nothing has to be random, right? We can prepare. Preparation is always going to beat desperation, right? And so we want to make sure that we're taking the time to prepare so that we can be effective. Let me ask you while you're here, tell me what you do. Tell me what you do. I'm in my basement. I created a little small space down in the basement because my children got all the rooms upstairs. And boy, I'm in Pennsylvania, so it is very cold in Pennsylvania right now. And it's cold down here. So I got on my socks, got a little thrower behind me, but it be cold. But I be trying to make it do what it do. But if you're still on, tell me what you do. Do you have a particular audience that you speak to, or a particular message that you're here to share? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. But outside of that, right? That is where I love to start the ones who say, I don't know where to start. I don't know what are my gifts. I don't really know what I can do. I know what I'm interested in, but I don't know what to say. And so without preparation, there's no real sustainability, right? There will be a lot of gaps, a lot of inconsistencies. You'll be here one day, gone the next, or here at one moment and gone the next. And so preparation is really going to help you avoid that. Because if the goal is really to show up to share a message or to reach a certain group of people, I don't want you to make living your purpose, right, a temporary idea. Okay, if the goal was not for it to be a temporary idea. And so therefore, preparation allows you to have particular information to share on a consistent basis, answer particular questions on a consistent basis. Okay, and so that is the goal, to be here, to have some longevity, to serve consistently, because that's the only way to really grow a community. That's the only way to build trust, for people to build trust in your message, trust in your ability to help them get to their next level, or to achieve a particular goal. Full-time stream. Ooh, full-time streamer. Nice. Been streaming on Twitch for 10 years plus. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're new to the platform too. Newbies. How long you been on YouTube at this point? I think I tried to create a channel on Twitch not even that long ago, maybe a couple months ago, and I think I accidentally, it was something with the age. I accidentally hit the wrong year I was born in, some type of way. and I couldn't log in because I guess you had to be a certain age for Twitch, right? And after that, I was like, okay, whatever. I was just really trying to, because my son, he'll be 12 soon, and he loves to game and stuff like that. So I was really just trying to check it out to see if it was something that I could like have parental controls or just kind of like maybe sometimes be on there with him or whatever. I was just trying to check it out. But some type of way, Twitch was like, you ain't old enough. I was like, how I do that? Oh, okay, you ain't too new. All right. 4 years now. I just came back. Okay. Okay, good. All right, bet. But you still on Twitch full time is what you saying. And you love the platform? I see I seen on like even TikTok they have a lot of gamers stream on there as well. I don't know the similarities of how, how if it's just completely different or the pay structure or how that part works. But I see a lot of gamers on TikTok now too. Okay, nice. I feel like your picture is real familiar. Are we connected? Are we connected? I'm gonna make sure. I feel like I've seen your picture. I feel like I've seen your picture. But if we're not, we will be after this. But yeah, so I started with just uploading YouTube shorts. And that was like my introduction. That was like me feeling like, okay, you're on the platform now. But in my mind, I knew like, girl, you just uploading shorts to kind of feel like you're on a platform, but you still kind of running, like, you know what I mean? So I started uploading like long form videos just last week, and so I'm just enjoying the growth already. I'm just a little over like 83 subscribers or something like that. So I'm just learning really a lot. I've been doing a lot of tutorials, a lot of trainings from a lot of the experts who've been here a long time. So that's one of the first things I like to do when I get on a platform, like try as much as I can to learn all the basics and all the rules first and stuff like that, to try to give myself the best like jump start or whatever. And then of course it's just really about being consistent and just sticking to a schedule. And so that's all I'm doing right now is a lot of learning. So I always like to look and say, where will you be this time next year? Like in 365 days, what would it look like? What would have changed? Where will you be, right? And so that is the same thing I did for me when I finally got serious on TikTok, like just October, right? Because I came from IG. That's where I was heavily consistent in showing up regularly. I was kind of like playing with TikTok for a while because I was just posting over there, repurposing content. But at first I didn't like the platform. I just kind of felt like it was like for the younger crowd, right? And I ain't too old, I'm 38, but I felt like it was like for the 20-year-olds at first. But then I gave it a real chance, and then, now I like it. Now I like it. Been able to monetize over there and looking to do the same thing here. Look at it. So the first goal, it was unlock live stream. Okay, when I unlocked live stream, I'm like, bet, one milestone. Now the next goal is getting to 500, which unlocks like the being able to monetize your live streams, being able to connect the store, and something else. So I said, bet. They lowered that. So I was like, cool, we only got to get to 500 to unlock that. So that's just how I'm looking at it, just hitting some milestones along the way. Well, what type of content right now are you putting up? It's purely gaming. Purely gaming. Have you started building up a nice gaming community, people who are interested in gaming? And are you able to like dual live stream when you game, like live stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, or is that something you can only do on one platform at a time? I know nothing about gaming. I still be playing Mrs. Pac-Man. I can play that forever. Like I'm old school. Like just give me an old school game. I know absolutely nothing. My husband and my son, they're into all this other stuff. I just be looking at it and I'll be like, they be like, Mom, you want to play? No, I don't. Enjoy yourself. I need your social letter to give each other point. Okay, bet. So mine is, they got two at names. So I guess you would just look up either at the gift strategist. It's spelled just the way it sounds, the gift strategist. But my page name is Her Gifts Unlocked. Her Gifts Unlocked. So while we're here, while it's just me and you, I'm on here right now on my computer. So, what is it? King Retro Gaming Entertainment. Let me go ahead and just look you up right now. And we can go ahead and just take care of that. But yeah, what side of, what east, are you on the East Coast? What's your time zone? Let's see. Let me do this really quick. Sorry. So let's see. I'm trying to see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably like 5 hours for me. I got family down there. My aunt and my uncle, they're pastors. Why are you not coming up? Let me see. Gaming. Okay, here you go. I had to make sure the picture was. Oh yeah, I see. I knew that your picture looked familiar. I'm already subscribed. Okay. I said I feel like I seen that picture before, and I did. Okay, that. Okay. Sometimes I don't remember names well. But I'm like, I think I remember that picture. But yeah, so we we're cold right now. We understand we're dealing with the winter time. Y'all got snow down there. We probably got about, I don't know, if probably about maybe 3-4 inches. It ain't too bad. Like if you were actually walking in the snow, not But I've been doing my best to not go out. I've been doing a pretty good job. Oh man, let me tell you, I did a DoorDash today. I opened that door and closed that door so fast. I was like, thank you. I do not, man. When I'm cold, I'm just a whole different person. But it's, I felt like we was gonna get hit in January. We did good because sometimes it starts in November, here, and so we didn't get none in November or December. But I said, okay, January. I know we're gonna get hit with something, and sometimes it could go all the way through March. So we ain't in the clear yet, so we can get hit with something heavy, or it might just coast. We might be, like 3-4 inches might be all we get. So I'm cool with it either way. My kids get on the bus, so I'll be like, don't miss this bus, because I got 6 children, and I'm like, I got a baby and a 3-year-old who don't like leave the house yet, and I'm like, if you make me have to get up and heat this car up and get them dressed, we're gonna have a problem. So I'll be getting them up early, getting their lunch, and booting them out the door. Like, do not miss this bus. Because I did that one day. We drove them to school, got to the school, and realized the school was canceled. I was too mad. I said, oh yeah, no, we're not going to do this again. No, we're not doing this again. But listen, definitely, if you're looking to build a gaming, not just a gaming community like on the platform, but an email list. Do you have an email list of gamers, right? Where you can let them know of new games that are coming out, where you can let them know when you're going live, when you can let them know, about special things that you're dropping. If you got some gaming apparel that's getting ready to hit, things like that. Do you have an email list? And is that like, if you don't, is that a goal? Let me know. I gotta remember to bring some tissues out here. It gets really cold in this space, man. Let me know. Is that a goal? Because some people just feel like, I just love what I do, and they don't really even know or think about the other aspects of like serving a community or being a resource to a community and things like that, right? People can really look at you very differently. Um, depends on how we position ourselves. So just let me know. And if that is something that you are interested in knowing more about, um, we could definitely we can definitely get that done. We can definitely take a look at that, brainstorm some ideas on what people would really give you their name and their email for an exchange, and things like that. Definitely. But let me check and see. It is a 1:19, and I got this energy. I done drank this coffee, got all these lights on. I'm gonna probably be dragging tomorrow, but I had to get this part done. I had to get this part done. I had to push the button to get this first live out the way, because actually they said when you get to 50 subscribers that you could go live, but I couldn't go live until I got to 60. I couldn't go live until I got to 60, and then that was when it was unlocked. But something strange was I was able to go live from my computer, but the person I was testing with, she could see me, but she couldn't hear me. And I was like, that's strange. So I don't know if that's just something they hadn't like optimized yet, because I'm like, I don't know why I can go live, but you couldn't hear me. So I said, well, we ain't even gonna try. So I deleted that live or whatever. But it was 60. Once I got to 60, then which was just a couple of days ago. But I said, okay, bet. It's on and popping now. And I was gonna dual stream on TikTok and YouTube, but I said I want to know what the experience on YouTube is like first before I do like a dual stream or whatever, because TikTok there'd be a lot of action, and I'm already monetizing over there, and they be throwing gifts and doing that and that. So I was like, let me see what the vibe is first. Let me learn like all the little buttons and stuff. And there's not too much going on. There's not too much going on, but I just wanted to kind of do it by itself first. But outside of that, we are going to call it a night. Just a little recap. If you are someone who is looking to know more about or gain clarity of what your gifts are, or what you can do to start showing up to serve a community, or maybe to even start a YouTube channel or show up on another platform, right? I want you to take a look at 3 areas. If you don't yet identify with this is my gift, we're not going to get caught up on words, right? You're either going to identify what your gifts are, your skills are, or a high interest, right? For example, I don't know that you identify with gaming as a skill, a gift, or nothing, but let's just say you were somebody say, I identify with that as a high interest. I'm highly interested in games, right? Then that's just where you start, because someone who has a high interest in something yet doesn't identify with it as a gift, it's not going to stop you from being able to provide value. It's not going to stop you from being able to serve them in some type of way, or help them to get to a goal or a result. It was a good line. Definitely. I look forward to seeing you more often out here in these streets, in these YouTube streets. So definitely start there, and then remember those 3 areas, right? We're going to look at those INGs, those actions that we take within those roles, and then we're going to drop them into those 3 buckets, right? Ability, skilled ability, or gifted ability. Okay, let's start there, and then any questions that you have, definitely drop them under this replay, or go to the community tab, and you can always talk to me there as well. And don't forget to check out the description, where I have other resources and free tools to support you on this purpose journey as well. But other than that, as I always say, have an amazing night, because you get to, hopefully because you want to, and I'll check back in. And remember these 2 things: you are gifted to lead, and you have the keys, the power of God within that helps you to know, embrace, yield, and serve. Thank you for being here with me tonight.